Hi, everyone. It's a great day. We are, opening the 10th editions of the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum. We are very glad and very happy in those challenging times to be able to reunite and convey a message of hope and solutions through the inspiring sharing of testimonials of the different speakers that are joining us today. First of all, we would like to thank all the participants that are coming from more than 50 countries on that edition that will be taking the time to learn, exchange, and share messages of hope. And the topics that we are taking into consideration today are dealing with very major and paramount subjects of the present challenges. First of all, we will be looking at how technologies can be supportive of inclusion and sustainability. At the same time, we need to see how finance can be acting as a lever for a force for good and impact. Similarly, women empowerment is more than ever one of the major solutions facing the challenges that we are, confronting with nowadays. We will as well look at how health and innovation could be a force for progress and trust in the partnership between innovation and the future of humanity. Lastly, we will be learning and conveying through the passionate speakers that will be sharing about youth and climate and how those two pillars can be balanced and can be, acting as a force of progress. But first of all, I would like to convey our thanks on behalf of the SIGEF team and the OU community to the General Director of the United Nations Geneva, Ms. Tatiana Valovaya, that made us the privilege to share with us her opening remarks. So let us hear what the Director General of the United Nations conveyed through a recording message that was, shared yesterday with us and our team.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I am delighted to welcome you all to this special online edition of the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum. I wish to thank Horan for hosting this timely discussion on innovative solutions for the Sustainable Development Goals. The situation is indeed urgent, I would say very urgent. Already before the pandemic upended our world, we were off track with many of the Sustainable Development Goals. By the end of this century, global temperatures are projected to rise by up to 3.2 degrees Celsius. Nevertheless, investment in fossil fuels is still higher than investment in climate action. In the health sector and many others, COVID-19 could reverse decades of improvement. Even today, more than half of the global population is not covered by essential health services. Such inequalities are visible in all of the sustainable development dimensions and severely hamper their achievement. These facts paint a grim picture, but they also lead to one clear bottom line. We need new, bold, and global solutions to accelerate the implementation of the SDGs. COVID-19 may have fast-tracked innovations in some fields, such as health techniques or working methods or digital revolution, but it has severely halted progress in many others. Thankfully, many people are heeding the call for a joint sustainable action. Around the world, we see new thinking, innovative business models, and cutting-edge technologies that leverage untapped potential to solve global challenges. However, to put the world back on track for a sustainable future, the international community needs to do much more. So, how can we catalyze more innovation in fields such as health, climate, or equality? First, we need all stakeholders. The public and the private sector, civil society, academia, and international organizations must work hand in hand. The public sector needs to provide an innovative, friendly environment and be willing to adapt itself. The private sector must bring in its capacity to innovate quickly, attract capital, and drive large-scale changes. Civil society and international organizations must create and continue actively advocating for the needs of the most vulnerable and utilize their convening power. Second, solutions must be inclusive, and that's very important, inclusivity. Innovation can only thrive if the access to science, technology, and finance is ensured for all. SDG 9 on innovation lacks substantial progress. Within the least developed countries, only 1% out of 5 have access to the internet. In general terms, practically half of the humanity does not have access to internet. If we only focus on innovation in the global north, the great majority of the world's population will be left behind once again. Finally, we need the finances. The issue of finance will largely determine the success or failure of the achievement of the SDGs. Already before COVID-19, the UN estimated a financial gap of USD 2.5 trillion per year to achieve the SDGs by 2030. This figure is now projected to increase by no less than 70% per year. The United Nations system is supporting all efforts to create inclusive and collaborative entrepreneurial ecosystems to drive social transformation. International Geneva, with its unique mix of international organizations, NGOs, academia, think tanks, and private sector, has become a creative hub for innovative solutions to advance sustainable development. It is the city where the UN Conference on Trade and Development promotes information technologies for women's entrepreneurship, where UN Economic Commission for Europe promotes a circular economy. It is where the International Trade Forum supports SMEs and entrepreneurs in developing countries, or where the World Economic Forum facilitates public-private partnerships for SDGs. In my office, the SDG Lab supports Geneva-based actors and member states in leveraging their expertise into action for implementation of the SDGs. This year will mark the second edition of our successful Building Bridges Week, which connects sustainable development and the financial sector. Ladies and gentlemen, as the world endeavors to recover from the pandemic, we need greater innovation that are both ethical and bold, while protecting us from the harmful aspects of digitalization. Events like this one, bringing together the public, social, and private sector with its entrepreneurs, social innovators, and financing power, are essential to forge collective action and to further advance in the right direction. Thank you for your engagement, and I wish you a very productive forum.
Dear Director General Tatiana Valovaya, thank you very much for those inspiring and profound opening remarks, and we hope that they will convey momentum, energy, and commitment across the different public-private partnerships and actors and stakeholders in order to build and trigger an adoption and mass adoption of the standards that the United Nations are conveying with the 2030 agenda. Thank you very much for joining us in the opening of the forum. Thank you, Mrs.
Thank you.
Valovaya.
Thank you.
So we have been very grateful and we are very thankful for Ms. Tatiana Valovaya, Director General of the United Nations, Geneva, to have conveyed her thoughts and encouragement to all of us to try our best. Wherever we are, whatever the challenge is, we can make a step forward in the direction of a more sustainable, more harmonious, more inclusive, more hopeful future. The challenges we have faced and we are still facing with this pandemic is definitely an opportunity for uniting and working very, very strongly and in a very committed way to build and to cope with the structural challenges that our consumer society, that our way of living, our growth in population, all those things have generated and triggered some challenges. Our lifestyle is capable to evolve, and humanity through time have been able to show resiliency, creativity, and as well empathy. So let's be hopeful, let's be open to new talent, new solutions, new momentums, and let's include as well all the stakeholders, all the people of good willingness in that approach to work on the solutions and to build all together a better world. Thank you very much, and we can declare with all my team and all the supporters and all the attendants and all the speakers open the 10th edition of the Social Innovation and Global Ethics Forum. Thank you very much.